Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Office Bloke Daz.
I'm Office Bloke Mike.
And I'm Office Bloke Max.
Three of us here today.
Indeed we are.
Full batting order, as they say.
Yep.
We got an update on some new disturbing details, more disturbing details about the Diddy case.
It's just getting worse all the time. This
is fresh out, and like I say, a lot of people know they don't like Watch Mojo. It's one of them that gives us the details straight to the point.
They get it done quick. To be
Yeah,
fair to them.
they do, yeah. And it's I read just yesterday that there's been a few more people come forward and
right, okay, a few
sort
more
of thing.
Allegations and
Yeah, but I also saw that Diddy's legal counsel have come up and said they want all the people who were prosecuting him, or prosecuting, what do they call it?
accuse him.
Yeah.
Yep.
Naming. So
Right, okay.
you can't go in like anonymous as a Jane Doe
Yeah.
or a John Doe, or I don't know, as a.
Do you reckon that's a tactic though to kind of scare them off?
I think it's sort of like relying out any false claims, because I'm sure some of these
Yeah.
may not all be. I'm convinced not all of them are going to be real.
Yeah.
Some of
There's
them may
definitely
be
enough
bit...
there for, oh, this is a bad guy. But
Oh yeah, without a doubt,
I know what you mean.
he's in the shit. You know,
But I think, unfortunately, with cases like this, I think you do get one or two people jumping on the bandwagon, don't you? And
yeah, you do. Like I said, I'm not sticking up for Diddy here. I think
No,
he's,
not at all.
I don't know. He's definitely a wrong un.
Well,
but at the end of the day, you've got
Yeah.
the legal system's got to be able to decipher what's right and wrong.
Well,
You know,
normally in
what's true and
cases, like that, or certainly over here, and like if it's sort of like sexual abuse cases, normally the victims can remain anonymous, can't they?
Yeah.
Because of the crime. So I'm guessing it's normally like that in the US as
yeah,
well.
possibly.
So
Should we see what these new disturbing details are about? Let's go.
Of the accusers, 4 are men, 2 are women, and 1 was 16 at the time.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're looking at the latest developments surrounding Sean Diddy Combs and his ongoing legal plights. Warning, certain information contains distressing details.
And so I need to give you a massive flashing red warning here.
Newly filed lawsuits from men and women.
More legal trouble for Sean Diddy Combs. 6 new lawsuits filed against him.
In addition to the federal charges levied against Sean Diddy Combs,
60.
additional civil suits continue to pour in. 6 new accusers have filed lawsuits against Combs, accusing the disgraced music mogul of non-consensual intercourse, indecent abuse, and assault.
One of the alleged victims, just 16 at the time.
The lawsuits, filed by 2
That's underage, isn't it? 16.
yeah. What's the age of consent over in America?
I think it varies state to state.
Oh, really?
I think it could be different. I don't think it's one blanket one across the
Yeah.
USA.
Okay.
It's like a lot of laws in the USA. They vary state to state.
Right, okay.
But I'm pretty sure 16's.
Just underage.
Yeah. What is it over here? 18.
16.
16.
Oh, it's 16 here.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 18.
Unless because their adult age is 21 over there. Maybe it's 18 there.
Yeah, but I think it does vary state to state.
Yeah,
I'm not-
yeah.
I thought it was.
okay.
I thought 16 was underage.
Right.
Yeah. Should be anyway.
Jane Does and 4 John Does in New York are the first of the reported 120 claims being brought against Diddy by Texas-based lawyer Tony Busby.
What shocked me most was
His name gets me.
that it was going on openly in front of other people, people that you would know, who didn't do anything to stop it.
The allegations span from 1995 to 2021, with many incidents claiming to have taken place.
I think you see a lot of these people who he's talking about, like Tony Busby there, you know, people that we all know, they want to be a part of it.
The circus. Yeah.
Yeah, they want to be associated with some like a star like P Diddy.
They don't
so
want
if
to
they
lose
get,
it.
I know him.
'cause
I was at
it's-
his party. You know,
yeah.
But
And it comes with everything they're doing as well. It's like it could further their career if they're into music or
Yeah,
whatever
exactly,
they're
yeah.
into, you know. But at the same time, when it all goes down, they want to distance themselves quicker than they got involved.
exactly, yeah.
And then they start panicking a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You know, when that tide turns, they're going to be shitting in the pants now.
Oh, yeah, just a bit.
At parties hosted by Combs. One man, however, purports that he was indecently assaulted in the back room of a department store in 2008. A Jane Doe alleges she was unlawfully taken advantage of by Combs
stepmate.
at a hotel, asserting it was done following a photo shoot when she was 19 years of age. Another male accuser says he was covertly given narcotics and later assaulted by Combs along with other men at a party in 2021. After losing consciousness, he states he later, quote, came to and saw Diddy on top of him. Other males, including a then 16-year-old, allege assaults at parties in the Hamptons in 1998 and 2006. Both are described as being Combs's infamous white parties, which were held annually in the late 90s and early 2000s. The second Jane Doe alleges her assault took place in 1995 at a promotional party in New York for the Biggie Smalls music video One More Chance.
Another alleged incident occurred during a 1995 promotional party for the Notorious B.I.G.'s One More Chance music video.
Macy's accused of covering up Diddy assault. Department store Macy's is at the center of one of the 6 new accusations brought forth against Sean Diddy Combs. Macy's has been accused of covering up the alleged 2008 backroom assault by Combs at its flagship store in Manhattan.
4 of the 6 were filed by men, including one who was allegedly assaulted at Macy's flagship store in 2008.
The lawsuit claims Combs forced a man to perform indecent acts on him following physical assaults from Combs's bodyguards. The lawsuit alleges that Macy's, quote, covered up the incident to protect its multi-million-dollar partnership with Combs's clothing brand Sean John. The plaintiff, who worked for Combs's clothing competitor Echo Unlimited, states that his life was also threatened through verbal intimidation. After the incident, Combs allegedly distributed merchandise to fans as though nothing had happened. The man says he reported the assault to Macy's security, but claims no follow-up occurred. The lawsuit goes on to further claim that 3 weeks later, Macy's CEO Terry Lundgren pressured Echo executives to fire the plaintiff due to the new deal with Combs's brand. The plaintiff was fired and subsequently lost his company-provided
Looks like a shit Michael Buffer.
Yeah,
He does look a bit, he's got the look of him, hasn't he?
apartment. He believes that his report of the assault was, quote, purged from Macy's records.
Obviously, I mean, it's an incredibly troubling allegation, and the rest of the allegations are very similar.
Cassie video a government leak?
Where Diddy claims he's been the victim of unlawful government leaks.
Sean Diddy Combs' legal team has accused the U.S. government of leaking sensitive information, including the shocking 2016 video showing Combs physically assaulting ex-Cassie Ventura in a hotel hallway.
We're going to begin tonight with the alarming images now emerging of Sean Diddy Combs.
The new video obtained exclusively by CNN.
They claim the video has unfairly biased the public against Diddy and argue that such leaks caused damaging pretrial publicity, jeopardizing Combs' right to a fair trial. The mogul's attorneys went on to allege that confidential grand jury material and information about the case has been strategically leaked since March 2024.
This video was a real game changer in the course of this story, Billy.
They have since asked the court to order federal employees to stop sharing evidence with the media. In addition, Combs' legal team is calling for a hearing to determine the role of the Department of Homeland Security and whether the U.S. Attorney's Office took steps to prevent the leaks.
A lot of theories out there. This was on hotel security surveillance footage. Why did this not come out until now?
Indecent assault for Tupac murder.
That's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Sean Diddy Combs is facing another lawsuit accusing him of a violent, indecent assault. A woman named Ashley Parham says this came as retaliation for a comment she made about Diddy's alleged involvement in Tupac Shakur's murder.
And she has agreed to allow her name to be made public. Let's be real clear about that. She is going public with her name.
The lawsuit claims that Combs, along with several accomplices, assaulted Parham in March 2018. Parham had previously expressed her belief that Combs was connected to Tupac's death, which reportedly prompted Diddy to threaten her.
She says she believed that Diddy had something to do with the murder of Tupac Shakur and said as much. Allegedly, Diddy warned her that she...
You can't just come up with that, though. You need evidence.
Yeah.
You can't just say, in my opinion, he's got something to do with it. Well, where'd you get that news from?
Yeah, you've got to back it up, really.
You've got to
say,
yeah, you can't just come out and say shit and not have any kind of evidence.
Otherwise, you could say anything you want, couldn't you?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I think they should just have to change his name for the time being while it's going on. Instead of him being Diddy, he should be called something like Diddley.
Yeah, the Diddler.
P. Diddley, the Diddler. Yeah, don't know what. I just call him that for the time being.
Yeah.
Right. And then if he's guilty, then he's got to have it permanent.
Oh yeah.
Right, it's got to be the Diddler from now on.
That'd be quite good. I like that.
He would pay for saying something like that.
Diddly
The
Diddler.
lawsuit also names Christina Coram, who allegedly assisted in orchestrating the attack and covering it up. The family of Tupac Shakur has reportedly hired an attorney to investigate any possible connections to Combs.
The family of the late rapper Tupac Shakur has hired a team of investigators to look into what they say is a link between Sean Diddy Combs and the murder of the hip-hop star in 1996.
Nick Cannon reveals teenage experiences with Diddy.
It looks like Nick Cannon was on Diddy's guest list.
Nick Cannon recently shared that he was merely 16 years old when he first attended a Diddy party. Cannon was co-hosting the Breakfast Club radio show when the topic of Diddy's famous parties came up. Cannon admitted to attending the parties and says he first did so as a teenager.
I've even been at one when I was a kid, like 16, 17, standing outside.
However, he
I'm not gonna lie though, it's kind of like if you put a list down of people,
there's gonna be
think,
so many in there, isn't there?
Yeah, no, you'd like the people that you'd like suspect and go, who do you think went to Diddy's parties? The diddler. Who do you think went to his parties? Let's have a list. I think Nick Cannon might be on there. If I was writing a list.
Well, it's how much, like, if you see someone's name on there, do you instantly assume that they've done something bad?
No.
Because it can be.
But I'm talking about the people. Well, I'm not talking about doing something bad. I'm talking about them sort of people that would hang around and be a part of an entourage of that kind of thing.
Oh, then,
Who'd want to be seen with Diddy.
Yeah.
You know, he'd want to be seen at a party like that. Nick Cannon would be one of them people.
Yeah,
Wasn't he married to Mariah Carey, Nick Cannon?
He was,
I don't know.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
So it's like, for me, it's like, you know, when you see Ashton Kutcher there with Demi Moore and people like that, you're kind of like, they're the sort of people you probably go, yeah, I can see them being there.
Yeah.
I get that. You know, I'm not saying they've done anything wrong.
It's like you saying before, they want to be associated with people like that because it's good for their, for their connections and stuff.
Yeah.
But when it goes down, then they're also guilty by association as well, aren't they?
Yeah. But going back to what Busby was saying before, a lot of these people have seen some of these wrongdoings. Not to say they weren't doing the wrongdoings, but they've seen something being haven't said anything.
Yeah.
And when you look at that list, I'm thinking, I can see. You know, when you start seeing people coming forward saying, "Well, I was with Diddy when I was 16," and you think, I can see that.
Why are you doing it now, though?
Yeah,
it'd be like
say it earlier.
Well, now you're backing yourself off, aren't you? You try now you've got to distance yourself because people know that you were with him.
But it's great if you're in the music industry, you need to be associated with people like that. But at the same time, if you see something going on and you say that's not right, and you go to the authorities or something, you probably ostracise from the music industry completely, and all your dreams are gone. So it's, you can see people like beating themselves up inside, thinking, should really say something, but
do you want to be that first one that comes out?
But like you say as well, there is the fear as well, the intimidation, and you're thinking if he had something to do with Shakur's death, then
where's he going to stop?
And that's the biggest rapper in the world at that point. What's going to do to you is a bit of a nobody at the time.
Yeah, if he's got away, if he did have something to do with it, and he's gotten away with it, then who am I? He's not going to have any problem, getting rid of me.
Yeah.
So it'd be a huge fear for people. That's something like that.
He emphasized he never witnessed the now notorious freak-offs associated with the music mogul's events.
He's accused of trafficking women and male sex workers to perform depraved freak-offs, drug-fueled sex parties for his own twisted enjoyment.
Cannon stood by his statement, saying he was just being honest about his experiences.
And was always sober at the events.
Everybody gets scared to talk because they probably got something to hide. I ain't got nothing to hide.
He described the vibe as, quote, late 90s bad boy parties, and recalled standing outside hoping to get in, not unlike one of the scenes in the One More Chance music video. Trial date set.
After a hearing yesterday, Combs is now set to stand trial in May of next year.
The federal trial of rapper and entrepreneur Sean Diddy Combs is set to begin on May 5th, 2025. On September 16th, 2024, Combs was arrested in New York City and charged with racketeering, trafficking by force, fraud, or coercion, and transportation to engage in relations for money, to which he pleaded not guilty. Diddy appeared before a judge in Manhattan on October 10th, 2024, with his mother and children attending the hearing.
Sean Combs' son Christian held his grandmother's hand as the family left court moments after learning the family patriarch will stand trial May 5th.
They are expected to be present throughout the upcoming trial also. Prosecutor Emily Ann Johnson revealed that over 100 electronic devices were seized from Combs' properties during raids on his various homes, as well as during his arrest.
Prosecutors say those devices contained videos Combs filmed of victims engaging in sex acts.
She noted that the investigation is ongoing, however, and additional charges may follow.
Trial date is expected to last about a month, but it could end up being longer. Prosecutors said their investigation is very much ongoing, and guys, they raised the possibility of Combs facing additional charges.
Diddy's lawyer has made it clear that his client will take the stand and asserts that he will not be taking a plea deal.
He believes that he needs to stand up, not just for himself, for his family, and for everybody who's been targeted by the federal government.
Do you continue to follow the emerging circumstances surrounding Sean Diddy Combs? Do any of the latest developments shock you? Share your thoughts in the comments.
Hello. I think it might last longer than a month.
If they've got video evidence, then it's whether that goes missing prior to the event. To the trial starting.
It won't go missing before it, will it? If the authorities have got it now, I mean, how could you possibly get away with that, saying, oh, we have these videos, but they've gone now?
So
it's
you'd be amazed.
highly unlikely.
You'd be amazed the reach that people that powerful have.
I agree.
That's more.
I agree. I wouldn't be so naive, Mike, to think that things like that don't happen.
But do we know where he's being tried? Is it in New York?
It'd be New York, won't it?
I'd be surprised if it happened in this case.
Yeah.
I'd be absolutely gobsmacked.
I agree.
I mean, it's out there in the open. It's on international news that they've got video recordings of these things happening. Now someone's in charge of them, and they can't just go missing. And everyone says, "Oh, it wasn't me. It wasn't me. It wasn't me."
Them and the person
Somebody
could go missing.
Too many people involved, mate. Way too many people involved, especially all the victims, lawyers and stuff like that. They'll be all over it.
Yeah,
they're absolutely all over it.
That's why I just wonder how much will change, like with the witnesses have to be named.
Yeah.
How much that'll shake things up in terms of just because it can just psychologically go.
Yeah,
we know it's you that said it.
Yeah.
There's going to be some sort of.
Yeah, they're trying to wheedle some of them out, so they say, right, I don't want anything to do with it. That's what they're trying to do. And
sounds
trying
to me,
basically intimidate and to stop them from.
What is it, May next year? So you've got like 7-8 months or whatever. For it to sort of like before this comes to trial. There's going to be a lot more shit going down between now and then.
Yeah.
Oh, I would imagine so. Yeah, they've probably still got a lot of evidence to sift through, haven't they? I wouldn't have thought they've done it all yet.
No.
So
when were the first accusations? It was like this time last year, wasn't it? When it was the assault.
It seems a long time ago.
It does.
Yeah. I think the Cassie stuff was like this time last year.
Yeah. But it's a mental case, and it's just. I mean, this could be huge in the scheme of it.
Yeah, there's got to be other people, like I say, involved that are keeping it quiet, even if it's just like some of his entourage. Even if it's not well-known people, there's got to be other people that knew what was happening and that were engaged in the same sort of stuff.
Yeah.
There's just got to be.
It seems like he was the ringleader, doesn't he? I don't think there's anyone else, leading the pack as much as he has.
Yeah. But there'll be other people. If he's trafficking people and stuff like that, then
there's people involved.
There's got to be other people involved.
Yeah, but I'm saying he's kind of like the kingpin.
Oh, I think so. Yeah,
he's pulling the strings of it.
Yeah, allegedly, I think that's right.
Yeah, it's a mad story. It's got me really hooked. This, and I'm not really. I mean, I like following certain stories, but this has got me really hooked.
I wish the lawsuit was, the actual trial was shown live. Do you like the Johnny Depp one?
And the OJ one and all that?
Yeah.
Is it not been? No. Well, mind you, with these cases, can they with sexual assault cases and things like that?
I think
alleged.
The details are too
graphic
and just so hypersensitive.
Yeah, it's different. Right. Say with cameras in courts, isn't it? We don't allow cameras. We've only just started allowing it probably a few months ago. Where just reading sentences.
The Depp Heard one was more just like a celebrity. Yeah. Oh, they've had a massive tiff. Oh, there's a divorce. Not like human trafficking, which would be a big.
I'm not sure what the criteria is in the States for showing it on.
No, me neither.
If they can do it with all of them, or if it's certain states, but
I think all parties have to agree.
I'm just interested to see. I think it's one of them. I'm watching with interest to see who gets dragged into this, because there's some big names being thrown around.
Oh yeah.
And like if they get into it, it's like you think shit.
I know Jay-Z's popped up a few times.
Yeah,
like,
it's one thing being at his parties, but I mean, if you go to one of his parties, you don't know, and it's just like I've been invited, and then shit happens. Then stuff happens, and you got to say, I don't know. It's a difficult one, isn't it?
Yeah. But once he's inside, someone else will take that role.
Yeah.
There'll be another one, just a bit like drug dealers, isn't it?
Well, it will be now. It'll be going on now with someone else, some other film star or pop star or whatever. He won't be the only one.
No,
it'd be
100%.
100% going on somewhere else.
Depends if he gets charged, does he take people down with him, or does he just brunt it? And
Ghislaine Maxwell's not sort of like taking anyone down yet, has she?
No.
What?
And she's had her appeal turned over.
We have said that a few times, haven't we? That you wonder whether down the years that she's going to start singing a bit and then to try and get a short sentence, because she ain't getting out of shit at the moment. No chance.
No, not at all.
I tell you what, if it is on telly though, I mean, you can imagine the viewing figures.
Oh,
it's huge,
absolutely huge.
I'd be glued to it. I'd love that.
Same. I think the world will be.
Even I watch that. I think, but
it's global, isn't it?
Yeah,
and so the people.
The stories and
the names being thrown around. Yeah,
absolutely.
Interesting. We'll keep on top of it anyway.
We will. Yeah.
I hope you guys enjoyed that. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Cheers.